Like Book 20, this is a half-length Christmas book with small pages. This is the second prequel novel since Hannah got married. I'm not a fan of Hannah's marriage drama, but I would like to see it get resolved before the series moves on to other stuff.
Argofunk Book Review, Argofunk Book Review.
The book takes place shortly after the death of Hannah's father. Mother spends all of her time crying in her bedroom. Instead of acting like adults and talking to Mom about her grief, the Swensen sisters decide they want to distract Mom with a project. The writing style in this book annoys me. The characters constantly repeat themselves, and we see that here at the start. Hannah makes a list of all the attempts they've made to distract Mom. Then two visitors come by, and Hannah repeats the list of every single attempt to distract Mom, only she is constantly interrupted with unnecessary questions and comments, like, "Your mother enjoys cookies, so it takes twice as long." The visitors say an older woman named Essie recently broke her hip. Essie lives in the second floor of an abandoned hotel with no electricity or running water. The group goes upstairs to Hannah's mother, where they repeat the story about Essie. Mother agrees to make Essie happy by hosting a Christmas ball, complete with a cake parade. "Mother, if you want to help Essie, maybe you should start by finding her a place to live with electricity. She'd probably appreciate not freezing to death a whole lot more than a Christmas party." Michelle comes home, and Hannah spends 2 pages recapping the previous chapters. So there's 3 chapters in a row where the characters tell the exact same story about Essie in the hospital. It's 3 times in a row! I would complain about this more, but unlike the characters in this book, I don't want to repeat myself for no reason. Hannah and Mother go to Essie's room, where they find a hibiscus handbag and several journals. Hannah has no sense of privacy, so she reads Essie's private journals out loud to everyone. The journals tell the story of a pregnant woman named Sharon. She and her husband Tony are trying to escape from gangsters in New York. Tony's killed, while Sharon escapes with a bunch of jewels. With the help of a friendly doctor, Sharon starts a new life in Minnesota under a fake name. Hannah's friends think that's a very interesting fictional story. I have to admit, they're right. Sharon's story is the best part of the book. It's got some tension and suspense. And best of all, it stays focused on the story, instead of going on long digressions about food. Hannah is 1 year away from getting her doctorate in English. Michelle asks Hannah if she's going to go back to college now that Mom's back to normal. On the spot, Hannah decides, no, she doesn't want to teach anymore. Just like that, Hannah throws out 6 years of college tuition. What a colossal waste of money. Don't worry about Hannah's finances, though. Mother reveals Lars was a stock market magician who secretly accumulated enough wealth to pay for over 20 years of college. I find it highly unlikely that a hardware store owner in a small town could be a secret millionaire, but it sure is convenient that Hannah and her family will never have to worry about money again. This section of the book has one scene that multiple reviewers made fun of. Hannah spends a page describing how to flip a light switch. No joke, she could have said, "Flip the switch up," but no, she figures Lisa needs far more detailed instructions than that. Hannah isn't sure what to do with her life now. She likes baking and, well, that's about it. Mother steps in and takes over Hannah's life. She takes Hannah to a local bakery and she pays for the rental. She takes Hannah to the car lot and buys Hannah a van. She takes Hannah to a condo complex where she buys Hannah a condo. Mother insists that Hannah gets to choose the condo because she would never buy someone a condo without asking them first. That'd be like buying someone a purse without asking them first. Can you imagine? This is coming from the woman who just bought her daughter a car without asking. I don't know why Mother thinks it's worse to buy somebody a purse than a car. Hannah loves the condo. She tries out all her new baking equipment, and Andrea briefly appears when decorating the ballroom. I don't know why this book ignores Andrea. In book 1, Andrea and Hannah are best friends who always hang out together. You would never guess that based on this book, which allegedly occurs right before book 1. A mystery man appears at the Christmas ball. He says he's finally found Sharon, and he shoots Essie twice. Hannah throws bundt cakes at this mystery man until he surrenders to the police. I should note this is page 234. That's how long the book waits before getting to the murder part. And it's not murder because Essie lives. She's not injured. They should retitle this book Christmas Cake Attempted Murder at the very end. Also, this is the first time we've seen Essie. It's 87% of the way through the book. I feel safe in saying the mystery is more of an afterthought than anything else. The attempted murderer called Essie Sharon, and Essie's story was about Sharon hiding in town under a false name. It takes Hannah longer than it should before she realizes Essie is Sharon! In fact, Hannah doesn't figure it out until she's told that Essie's hibiscus handbag is really a rose of Sharon. Now that Essie's secret has been revealed, she is reunited with her daughter, they sell her jewels for lots of money, and they live happily ever after. The end. Post-book follow-up. It's never explained how the gangsters managed to track Essie down after all these years. Nobody takes any steps to prevent the gangsters from finding her again. And I want to know why she spent years living in an abandoned hotel with no electricity or running water when she had a fortune in jewels on her person the entire time. Most of the book was Hannah starting her bakery. That could have been a good story, but I don't like how it's portrayed as a decision Hannah makes off the top of her head. It would have been better if it was a decision she had put a lot of thought into. Instead, Mom takes care of everything while Hannah does nothing. The book skips over the opening day of the bakery, which seems like a really big thing to leave out. It also skips over the part where Hannah names her bakery. In one chapter, she thinks of it as the bakery. In the next, she thinks of it as the cookie jar. Where did that name come from? This book is abysmal as a mystery, but as an origin story for Hannah and her bakery, it's okay. It could have been a lot better. Imagine the family having a serious conversation about their dead father instead of having pointless and unrealistic conversations that add nothing of value to the story. Call me crazy, but I think a half-length book like this should have had half the filler. Also, I think this book should have been marketed as a half-length prequel, instead of being treated like a regular book in the series, which it clearly isn't. I give Hannah Swensen number 23, Christmas Cake Murder, a 3 out of 10.